Do you remember Peter has visitors from Caesarea, the man who came with a message from Cornelius, the centurion? After a night in the house of Simon the tanner, Peter starts out with the messengers of Cornelius to travel to Caesarea. Some of the believers from Joppa go along. It is a long trip. The following day they arrive in Caesarea. Cornelius is expecting them. He has called together his relatives and close friends. When Peter arrives at the house, Cornelius meets him and falls at his feet in reverence. But Peter makes him get up and says, "Stand up! I'm only a man myself." While talking with him, Peter goes inside and finds a large gathering of people. He says to them, "You are well aware that it is against our law for a Jew to associate with or visit a Gentile. But God has shown me that I should not call anyone impure or unclean. You remember what I told you about the large linen sheet full of animals, right?" Peter continues, "So when I was sent for, I came without raising any objection. May I ask why you sent for me?" Cornelius explains how an angel had spoken to him in a vision and told him to send for Peter. Cornelius says, "So I sent for you immediately, and it was good of you to come. Now we are all here in the presence of God to listen to everything the Lord has commanded you to tell us." Then Peter begins to speak. "I now realize how true it is that God doesn't show favoritism, but accepts from every nation the one who fears him and does what is right. God announced to the people of Israel the good news of peace through Jesus Christ, who is Lord of all. You know what has happened throughout Israel. Jesus, anointed with the Holy Spirit, went around doing good and healing all who were under the power of the devil, because God was with him. We are witnesses of everything he did in the country of the Jews and in Jerusalem. They killed him by hanging him on a cross, but God raised him from the dead on the third day. We, his apostles, have seen him. We ate and drank with him after he rose from the dead. He commanded us to preach to the people and to testify that he is the one whom God appointed as judge of the living and the dead. All the prophets testify about him, that everyone who believes in him receives forgiveness of sins through his name." What a merciful message for Cornelius, for his family, for his friends. What a merciful message for you and me. While Peter is still speaking this wonderful message, the Holy Spirit comes on all who hear the gospel. The Gentiles in the house of Cornelius start speaking in other languages, praising God. The believers who had come with Peter are astonished that the gift of the Holy Spirit has been poured out even on Gentiles. Then Peter says, "Can anyone forbid water, that these should not be baptized who have received the Holy Spirit just as we have?" Peter commands them to be baptized in the name of the Lord. What a joyful day! At their invitation, Peter stays with the new believers for a few days. You can imagine what they are talking about.